There was somebody in the middle there. All right. Vicky.
I don't know if the questions are behind me, but I would love to hear about nonstop Antioch now.
Okay. And your timing is perfect. Vicky is proposing that we go on to hearing about nonstop. According to the schedule, we've got a few more minutes for Q&A here. Okay. We'll take 3 more questions.
My name is Antioch College, 68. This question is probably best answered by Nancy. I would like you to explain why the Board of Trustees changed its vote 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I have no understanding of that whatsoever. What are the problems? Could you repeat?
Yeah, the question was, to the extent that I can answer, why did the trustees change its vote 2 weeks ago? And it wasn't that it made a 180-degree turn 2 weeks ago. It really has been more of a gradual process of coming together, to which much of the credit goes to the work that the ACCC has done and the investment of resources in creating business plans there. It's really been a process of the universities coming to the understanding that it was not going to be able to bring the college back without the support of the alumni, and that the alumni, by and large, were not supporting the structure. As we mentioned earlier, the structure has been fatally flawed, and it's necessary. The university has come to the understanding through the process we've been going through over the course of the past number of months, that the structure must be changed in order for Antioch College to operate effectively in the tier of liberal arts colleges to which it belongs.
Yeah. Oh, yes, and then you, and then that's it. Okay? All right. Yeah.
My name is Kathy Huff. I'm from Chicago, graduated in '67, and have been involved in organizing our chapter. Have harped on this all year, so Nancy knows about it, and Ellen may not, and the rest of you. As alums, one of the most effective pieces of communication you can have is the Antiochian. I consider that an asset of Antioch College. So the real question in my mind is, how are we going to get the Antiochian back from the university? Because that really provides us, not just us who are interested in our reunion, or us who have been involved for years, but there are a lot of people who don't know, and a lot of people who are apathetic, even if they do know, and they look forward to hearing about their classmates.
Right. So the question is, how do we get the Antiochian back?
All of that. I didn't mean to take so long. But
The Antiochian has been the major print method of communication to Antiochians, and one of the structural problems that we've experienced is the Antiochian was actually taken out of the alumni relations office, and that has made it less useful, and of course it hasn't even appeared for going on 2 years now. And we are very, very aware of the need to communicate in all forms, including written form, and that's definitely going to be part of our plan going forward.
what is the action?
It will be part, if there's an asset transfer, it'll be one of the assets.
And so it will be named as an asset.
I can't tell.
Now that's sort of the
That's the level of detail that I don't think we can get into, but right. Okay, last question.
I'm Barbara, student class of 1975. And I have a question about, it's sort of 2-part. And the first part is, what's the relationship now between the alumni who are part of the ACC3 and the alumni board? That's the first real question. And the second is more of an observation. I think, although a lot of people were very glad to see the latest resolution Board of Trustees, it had a feel of quite similar to the agreement in principle, which failed, largely because the alumni who were part of the ACCC said they weren't happy with the arrangement. So I'm guessing that we're not in that situation now because the universities recognize the need for a separate institution here. Is that true?
Right. Right. The agreements in principle did not talk about independence, and that was the sticking point. This is starting from the premise of independence. And as to the members of the AC3, we are talking. We're talking to them as individuals. They are still individuals, very, very concerned with saving the college. We've certainly benefited from their wisdom. We're in regular contact with them. They're not acting as a group, but they have not disbanded. So, okay, that's the question of the call now. Sorry, Mike, but others and others. But I do think that we need to get on to nonstop. And so I'm going to introduce the people who will be presenting, who are the members. Hassan has been a professor of management and administration at Antioch since 1986. Chris Hill, professor of media arts. She is the external relations coordinator, and she has been a professor of media arts here since 1993. And Susan Eklund-Lean. Who is the administrative coordinator and has been a professor of cooperative education at Antioch since 1991, and who has served in so many administrative posts in an acting capacity that she has been dubbed Susan Acting Dean. And finally, and that, by the way, is 50 years of Antioch wisdom and service. And finally, Rowan Kaiser. Well, I almost called Rowan Foster. Rowan is a member of the class of 2005. He has also been on campus all year, fighting the fight and working the work. And he is co-community manager for the summer.